When it comes to smells and scents, I am a bit of a scatterbrained raccoon. I don't have a whole lot of cohesive feelings and themes in my sense of perfume, no pun intended, but I would like to take you today through my full bottles of perfume that I have in my collection. It's not the biggest collection in the world, it's also not the smallest, and I'm going to tell you what kind of sniffer I have beforehand so you can see if we're aligned in some way in like our sense of scents, if you know what I'm getting at here. Right off the bat, I'm not a gourmand. I hate smelling like food personally. Like I just have this like phobia that I smell like beef. Like that vine that kid says, like I actually have that fear all the time that I'm just like a stinky food smelling person. So I have a lot of like paranoia, and I don't want to smell like cumin. I don't want to smell like vanilla. I don't want to smell like chocolate. I hate that. For some reason, it really drives me crazy. I hate it in candles. I hate those sangria candles that they have at antique stores. It just makes the whole room smell like a disgusting smoothie. I hate it. Can't stand it. Not a gourmand. Right off the bat. Here is where I dip a little bit into the gourmand, is tea scents, black tea, green tea, oolong, any sort of like herbal tea-like scent is something that I may enjoy. 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot on all of these things that I enjoy in a perfume. You know what I mean? Like I really am sensitive and picky, and so I'm just gonna rapid fire like particular notes that I think are really fun and lovely. I love tea scents. I love floral scents. I don't mind smelling like a grandma. I think that's an honor and a privilege. I love any kind of floral flowery scent. I love sea salt scents, marine sort of scents, wood, herbs. I really like nature-based scents. There are a couple of exceptions in my collection, and I will point those out as we go along, but let me just make a liar of myself and show you, first of all, the one gourmand perfume that I do genuinely enjoy. This is Fruto Oscuro by Oso Vert. This is pretty textbook gourmand stuff. However, it doesn't smell like... To me, it smells more like wood than food, and I like woody scents. This scent is purportedly based on a lot of Mexican cooking and Mexican fruit, so it does have like this really cool, peppery, spicy, fruity note as well as the wood smell. I think it's like what they say is like guaca wood. I don't know how you pronounce that, but you know, you've seen that in perfume before, right? And it's just really nice and warm, and I don't really believe in perfume corresponding to different times of the year, but this does seem like a fall-ish sort of scent to me because of the wood and the spices. I just really love this perfume, and it is technically a gourmand. This is the only gourmand perfume, I think, in the world that I enjoy at the moment. Enough to get a full bottle from eBay. Next, I will show you my ride or die since high school. This is Harajuku Lover's Love. If you know, you know. But also, if you don't know, this was a perfume in the Harajuku Lovers line that Gwen Stefani released like in 2008 or something. A lot of like kind of problematic lore behind the production of this line of bags, perfumes, and makeup. But however, this perfume is like really my first love when it comes to perfume. I just always loved wearing it to school to make myself feel special in high school. It was something I wore on dates in college. Like, it's just, she is the original girl. She's just, there's something about her. Like the notes on Fragrantica for this perfume don't really make sense to me in my head. To me, this smells completely synthetic and unlike anything found in nature, and that's like part of the reason I really enjoy it. Let me just take out a tester sniff and like try to describe the vibes. Part of this is nostalgia and also recency bias because I'm rewatching Misfits UK, but I think Kelly on Misfits UK would wear this smell. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like a very... There's just something stylish and urbanite about it, and it just smells like a really cute, sassy young lady. So I do love Next up is a perfume that I got for the bottle only. How could I resist a perfume bottle that looks like Windex? This was like 20 something dollars on eBay, and I was just like, sure, let's get Fresh by Moschino. Why not? Why not? Look at that little Windex. The smell itself, how cute is that? How cute is that? The smell itself is pretty generic. It's kind of just like your classic lemon, you know, lemon floral, lemon zest, citrus kind of thing, but like it is cheerful. It's really darling, and it's not a bad smelling perfume. It just does kind of smell like every Marie Claire perfume panel that you scratch and sniff out of the magazine, you know what I mean? So it is very generic smelling, and that's fine because I kind of want to keep it looking like a bottle of Windex. Like, I don't want to really ever have it wear out. So this was just like an impulse purchase because of the sheer genius packaging. I do know that there's like a fresh rose and a fresh gold. Like, I'm mildly curious about what those smell like, but this really, just the blue Windex, like, love it. I love it. Next up is Une Amourette by Eldo. Classic Eldo fragrance. Etat Libre d'Orange. It's absolutely delicious. It just smells like wood cleaner from the 70s. Not that I necessarily know what that smells like, but this is sort of like what I imagine a wood floor, freshly varnished, in a big Victorian revival house in the 70s would smell like. And I just love that. I just love that. So sue me. The other Eldo fragrance I have is I Am Trash. And that could be defined as a gourmand if you define gourmand very loosely, because this smells like bittersweet oranges, like bitter, there is sort of like a flowers and trash sort of aspect to this, so there's like a little bit of bad with the good smell. Kind of love that, kind of obsessed with that like stink in the fresh floral citrus kind of thing. So I do really like I Am Trash. I really like the title. Eldo fragrances are kind of popping off with their titles at all times, so I do enjoy I Am Trash. Next up is a perfume that I wore this weekend when I was hosting a bingo night. That is what I do for work. That's one of my many side hustles, is that I host bingo games. And this is a fragrance that I really like because you can spray it 7 times on your body and it's not overpowering or overwhelming. So it's like a fragrance you can refresh throughout the day, a fragrance you can live in and not feel like you're drowning in smell. And I feel like it's not offensive to be around. So that's why I chose Elizabeth Arden's green tea. It's just like fresh, simple green tea smell, like just your classic green tea smell. I love this. And I sprayed it on myself about 8 times, and I don't think I was like reeking, you know? So I was trying to be very other people's nose conscious at this show that I was doing. And I love this perfume. It's terrific. This is Moschino Funny. And I do sort of feel like it's a little bit interchangeable with Fresh because of the zesty citrus, synthetic citrus kind of vibes, but there is like more of a punch to it, and it also does lift my mood, so I do kind of like the funny title of this perfume. It does kind of just make me smile to smell it, because it's just like a nice, cheerful, refreshing, lemony, zesty scent. Love that. Another $20 bottle on eBay. Next, I will show you my 2 Tokyo Milks. This one is Song of the Siren. This was like a TJ Maxx purchase, and it is a powerful brew. It's a powerful brew. I wouldn't necessarily wear this anywhere in an enclosed space with somebody just because one spritz and you're done sort of a thing, and it's just powerful. It's got a little bit of like, you know, makes your nose twitch a little bit, so I don't love that, but it doesn't smell terrible. It's just like got a kind of marine, fresh, aquatic sort of scent to it. It's mermaid themed, so you gotta love a good mermaid theme. So this was Tokyo Milk Song of the Siren. It's got pressed petals, rosewater, mandarin, and aqua and marine. Not bad. I mean, you know, not what I reach for every day though. Next up, also Tokyo Milk, is Star-Crossed. This is just like a really, oh, you know what this smells like is Eyeglasses Wipes Cleaner. So there's like kind of an alcoholic sort of scent to it. This is citrus leaves, water lily, frankincense, and vetiver, but there is like a astringent sort of aspect to this, and I do enjoy it. I do really enjoy it. It is like a very specific vibe of smell that is only called for on certain specific occasions, and that is Tokyo Milk Star-Crossed. Next we have Sudute by Perfumology. This is just like a wacky, wild perfume to me. To me, it smells like really expensive artisanal Japanese ink. I know that's extremely specific, but like just the stationary, inky, synthetic kind of aspect of this reminds me of that. The notes on Fragrantica say it's like berries and spice, like peppercorn. To me, it smells like ink. That's just the best way I can describe it. To me, it's an inky scent, and I wear it when I'm feeling a little literary. This is a crazy, crazy smell. I don't know what possessed me to buy this, but I'm glad I did. This is Zombie for Her from the Demeter Fragrance Library. It is like a musty, dusty, mossy scent, but there's something feminine about it, so it really is Zombie pour femme. You know what I mean? So there's no other way to describe this, but like zombie woman without the decaying flesh scent. This is what she smells like, and that is her disconcerting little picture on the bottle. Something about that just really appealed to me. This is Mousse Arashiyama. I got the smallest scent because the sample, I was sort of just feeling like I won't need like a humongous reserve of this. Not that I need any of these perfume reserves really, but like it is just nice to have like I'd like objects on my dresser, so sue me, you know, but I do like this little bottle. This is about all I will ever need of Le Jardin Retrouve Mousse Arashiyama, because it's like kind of like a pine needly scent. Yeah, fresh pine, balsam, fir, Christmas tree. So like if you believe in scents being by the seasons, this is a wintertime scent for sure, to me, in my personal opinion. Like Christmas trees and oranges, so there's just some really nice fresh green zest. Like it's just a perfect kind of like wake me up perfume. So I do like Mousse Arashiyama by Le Jardin Retrouve. This scent is Crazy Town Banana Pants. That's not what it's called, but it is a Crazy Town Banana Pants kind of smell. To me, this is Dirty Flower Factory by Kerosene. To me, it kind of smells like what cough syrup in the 1800s would smell like. There's just this sort of like goopy, chewy, opioid kind of quality to it. It is mostly honey and flowers by the book, though, on Fragrantica. Honey, flowers, and wow, just like, oh, there's just something about this smell that makes you think you can like bite it. And that's why I love it. It's kind of just an intoxicating scent, and it comes on very strong. I think it would be offensive to some very sensitive noses, but I do sometimes spray it on my pillow because there's something just really comforting about the sort of like opiate quality of this perfume. It just makes me feel like I'm in an opium den. I don't know what it is, but it's just delightful, delightful, delightful. Love. Dirty Flower Factory by Kerosene. This is Psychedelique by Javoy. I was influenced into purchasing this because of the namesake is supposed to kind of make you feel like you're at the beginnings of a mushroom trip. So it's like a really warm chocolatey patchouli kind of like, there is like a lurching sort of like when you smell it. So it's like really, it's got the 60s and 70s written all over it. Kind of like dirty hippie smell without the dirty. I enjoy this. I think I enjoy smelling it more than I enjoy smelling like it, but it really depends on the room I'm in. Sometimes I just feel like this would be like a good concert perfume, you know, patchouli and good vibes kind of scent, and I just love that. Psychedelic by Javoy. Last and certainly not least, this is my new ride or die. This is like an everyday sort of date, job interview, all of the above sort of perfume for me, and this is Room 1015 Holly Rose. This scent to me kind of reminds me of how cigarette smoke smells on someone's hair or someone's clothes, all on top of being a rosy scent. And like, that may sound disgusting, but there's just something really wonderful about this as well. I have always kind of loved the smell of cigarette smoke in hair and clothing. Like, I don't know what that is about really, but I do just enjoy like nicotine stained items as their smell mostly. But this has, you know, saved my lungs because I don't have to smoke to smell like I smoke. But you know, I just love the rose. I love the leather. What I'm smelling that's translating as smoke is leather. It's rose and leather are the two biggest notes in this, but something about the leather just reads as like a smoky, settled in, nicotine-y scent, and I just adore Holly Rose Room 1015. She's just so cool. She's just so fly, such a vibe. Maybe I shouldn't wear this to job interviews, but oh well, love her. Well, it would seem that I'm at the end of my full bottle collection, and I would love to know your thoughts. If you've smelled any of these perfumes, what do you think about them? Because I do sort of think I'm on a little bit of a lonely island when it comes to liking flower scents, and I do really like floral scents, and I really like grandma scents. I don't care. It just doesn't matter to me. I love flowers. I love nature. And I love tea, and I love smoke and leather and wood, and I hate smelling like food. So if you are the opposite, I really want to get inside your brain and know what you like about food scents. I also want to know what your favorite ride or die perfumes are. Just always curious about other people's taste in perfumes. And you know, I don't do many perfume videos on here because they don't do well, but I have heard from some people that they really like when I talk about perfume, so here you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me know in the comments what sort of perfume person you are, and until next time, goodbye.